And then we start talking. That's your cue. Oh, this is going to be fun. Do you get what a podcast is?
I got mic fright.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to Virtual Junk Drawer.
Went away.
Yeah, it's fun. I thought it went away.
Yeah, this is the Virtual Junk Drawer. Not to be confused with the Drunk Drawer. I don't know.
Are you drunk?
It might be.
Well, anyways, my name is Jeff.
And my name is Mary.
And we're here to entertain you, hopefully, for a little while.
And to talk about random things in life.
Yeah, you'll find that every week we'll open up that junk drawer and we'll see what's inside and we'll talk a little bit about it.
Because everybody's got a junk drawer. That's the point, right?
I think so.
Everybody's got a drawer that's just got a lot of crap in it. It's got scissors. It's got rubber bands. It's got old broken toys and tools and things that seem junky but are a necessity because you always go in it to grab those things.
Yeah, like mismatched shoelaces.
Mismatched shoelaces. So we're going to go through our junk drawer, and whatever we pull out each, not week, session, is what we'll talk about that day. And then we'll have some guests on, too.
Well, I don't know that anyone's officially committed after. We'll see what they say after listening to this first episode.
They're going to commit to it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Can I have my phone?
What do you need your phone for? We're in the middle.
I just want to check what time it is.
Of recording. So, thought it would make a little bit of sense for us to kind of introduce ourselves, kind of explain where we're coming from. So do you want to go first?
No.
All right. So again, Jeff here, and you'll find that I am the more logical, heartless of the duo.
I like how you describe yourself as heartless.
Not a ton of feeling unless that feeling is anger and rage. Just in the way things are going right now. The Democratic debates were last night. I listened to some recaps on it, and of course that got me set off. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm coming from. I think things through sometimes a little bit too much, but I think you'll find that I do try and maintain consistency in my arguments.
You do like to argue.
It's one of my favorite pastimes.
You know. My name is Mary again, and I am the heartless man's wife. And I guess I am the heart of the relationship. I lead with my emotions and my feelings. I'm an artist. And, I overthink things as well, but with my emotions. And, yeah. They're pretty simple. And I'm a mom.
Oh, yeah.
Which takes up, and yeah, he's heartless, so he forgot he has children. So we'll probably end up talking about our children at some point, or being parents. Maybe not specifically our children, but what it's like to be a parent. So if you're a parent, tune in, because you'll be able to relate. Hey, we should set up an email, so people can, send an email in.
Probably, yeah, you're right. Yeah. We should.
The virtual junk drawer at
something. We didn't do it yet, so you can't actually throw it out there.
I was going to say the one with the alphabet mail.
If anything from watching television that I've learned is that was a weird sentence to make, but if I've learned anything from watching television, it's that on Conan O'Brien, he came up off the cuff with a manatee website. And then he came on the show later that week and said, legally, they actually had to own that website. So they made the website about, college manatees or something like that. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah, I think I do remember that. Are we allowed to talk about other, famous people and things. We're going to get in trouble.
No, you're forbidden. You're not allowed to talk about anything that doesn't exist in these four walls.
You know, the talk show host that sounds like Monin Bobrian. No.
Yeah, it's fair use is commentary is covered under fair use. So we're good there. I mean, we can't just come on here and start playing every single movie that's ever been out there.
Right. We will definitely be talking about movies. We will find an old VHS in our junk drawer at some point, I'm sure. And, you know, we could talk about politics if we end up rifling through our junk drawer and finding an old I voted sticker or something. Yeah, this is a no rules, right? Kind of thing. Like, whatever comes out of that junk drawer is what we're going to talk about. So, and you know what? Maybe if people want to put their 2 cents in, maybe we'll throw that in too. If they email us.
Sure.
So, she wanted to, like, look through the junk drawer really quick and pull something out, like, for a little test run?
Yeah, sure.
All right. And I pull out of the junk drawer. It's a page-a-day calendar. And today's date is Friday the 13th, and it's a full harvest moon. So we're going to talk about superstition and Friday the 13th. And my mic is not far getting here. How do I do this? What's going ding ding? You hear it?
I don't hear something going ding ding.
Oh, because I have the headphones. Okay. So today is Friday the 13th. Superstitious. And I heard on the news today that not only is it Friday the 13th, it's a harvest moon. And that will not be the same together for another 30-some years.
Oh, wow.
So the next time we will have a harvest moon and Friday the 13th would be 2049.
Yikes.
And
I'll only be 27.
You're like not born yet. Okay, you're a fetus. Makes sense. I will be 67 years old.
Wait, oh yeah, so I'll be 65.
And my mother will be 103.
Good gravy.
So this will probably be her last Friday the 13th.
Hey, let's think positive here. You got good genes on that side.
Yeah. So, are you superstitious, Jeffrey?
I mean, it's curious that happened because I had a Chucky dream this morning.
You get all knock on wood and stuff. Don't say this.
I do, yeah, because you jinx things.
So you're superstitious.
So of course I have to knock on wood. You can't keep your mouth shut.
Did you see there's a little meme out there that says, or it's from The Office, and it says, "I'm not superstitious. I'm just little-stitious."
Oh, okay. All right.
That was a pity laugh. Okay. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Well, because super and little are not
synonyms?
Antonyms. I was going to say omnivorous, but that's really wrong.
Yeah, it's more wrong than I was.
But no, they're not antonyms. Like super and like weak, I think, would be better than super and little.
It doesn't go well. We have to switch these chairs. I don't want to turn my head and look at you anymore. It hurts my neck.
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess we could just not look at each other and pretend like we're looking at each other.
We could. We need to be around a table or something. We're in our basement.
Yeah, well, we don't have a table that we can put these mic stands on.
Well, we'll figure it out. Currently on a
Speaking of
TV tray here.
Yeah, it looks like this.
So you're going to ask me some questions? Like, am I superstitious?
I mean, are you superstitious?
I'm not really, but I used to be. Like, I used to be a little bit OCD. Like, I think I told you this story. I would be really specific about, like, my prayers before bed. Like, I'd pray, but I treated God more like a genie. And I was, like, praying for specific things. And then, like, when I was done, because I was brought up Catholic, I would do, the sign of the cross, And I kiss my fingers. I have to do it like 3 times, and then I would knock on wood about anything bad I said, and then I'd like have to do it again. It was like a rigorous sign of the cross, knock on wood situation that thank God I nipped in the bud before I got older.
Yeah, because that'd be really freaky.
Yeah. You hear the thunder?
I do hear the thunder.
Friday the 13th, full harvest moon, and a thunderstorm.
You can't even see the harvest moon because of the thunderstorm.
Somebody got a video of it on the city soundboard. It was like a red moon. It's also a micro moon, which means it is smaller and dimmer than normal.
Oh.
So, there you got that.
You know,
you got that.
When I took astronomy in college, the professor said that the moon, because like sometimes the moon looks bigger, right? And sometimes the moon looks smaller, and he says it's actually an optical illusion. And part of me is like, yeah, that's kind of what everyone's like. An optical illusion means that it makes it look like. I'm not saying that the moon is like shrunken. I'm saying the moon looks smaller and the moon looks bigger. And he's like, doesn't matter. If you hold your arm out and you put your thumb up, you can cover up the moon with your thumb tip. Whether you think it looks bigger, it looks small. And it's like, okay, yeah, it just didn't make sense to me, because if the moon at its biggest, I can cover up with my thumb, then when I think the moon looks smaller, obviously I'll still be able to cover it up with my thumb.
I guess. Oh, what are you trying to say?
Because you were talking about it being a micro moon.
Mm.
And that just made me think that the moon is smaller.
Yeah. It appears smaller. And it appears dimmer.
Appears and looks. What? That's where I got hung up on it.
Okay.
Doesn't make much sense. But other than that, you don't do anything else superstitious?
No. What was your Chucky dream about?
It's actually really scary. Hang on. I gotta try and remember it. I'm sure I'm gonna have more tonight.
Why? Because you're trying to recall it?
Yeah. There was that one. I think. Here's what I remember. I remember him being chased at some point.
Chucky?
Chucky was chasing me.
Oh, chasing you. Okay.
No, I was chasing Chucky.
Well, it sounded like you said, I remember he was being chased, I thought is what you said.
So what I can remember is that I was in a car, or like a truck, and then he was in the front seat, like kind of on the floor, but his head was really big. Like he had a big, like freakishly large head, even for like a doll. And I was driving, and I kept like looking at him out of the corner of my eye, but he just kept pretending to be a doll during that time. And then like I catch him in the corner of my eye, he'd be looking at me or whatever, like glaring, like nasty faced. And then I would like fully look at him, and his face would change back to the regular little buddy doll or whatever it was.
I really think you need to rewatch these movies as an adult.
I don't know that I can handle that.
I think that it would cure you.
I don't know. Well, let's start watching Walking Dead, and let's see if it'll cure you.
That's different.
Superstitious. You're freaked out that zombies are real.
They're not that they're real, but that's a more legitimate fear than a doll.
Untrue. I think that they're equally illegitimate.
No.
I think it is equally as likely that someone is going to come back from the dead as a zombie.
Listen here.
As it would be that someone could put their soul into the body of a Chucky doll.
No. If a zombie... Now, I'm going to have nightmares tonight, and it's your fault. Because you're talking about it. If there was a zombie...
Well, according to you, we just need to talk about it, and then you'll be fixed.
No, if there was a zombie standing right here, coming at me, and a Chucky doll, and I had to pick one to fight, I would pick the Chucky doll.
No, I'm not saying that the challenge with the issue with the Chucky doll
is it just the imagery? You didn't like his face?
No, I didn't. I don't like it.
His face is stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid. Where is it? My phone. I'm going to look up a picture.
No, it's...
So I can see it. I won't show it to you.
The larger issue is that while Chucky... And from my recollection, he gets burned at some point and dismembered.
Dismembered.
And...
I don't even remember. I
feel like he's walking down the hall or something. Like, I don't know if that's actually in the movie or if that's just my 3-year-old brain trying to recall things, and I'm just merging it together with other scary things that I've seen in my life.
3 years old?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm broken. Because of that.
You know, I was making that candle the other day, and I almost spilled wax on myself when I thought of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I could see it on your phone. God damn it. Oh,
sorry.
So it's equally like...
So you didn't have a My Buddy.
So, no, I had a friend who had a My Buddy, and we went over his house, and it was creeping me out, and we took hammers, and we crushed its head.
Ooh, that would be really cool if that picked up the thunder. What if the power doesn't go out? I'm looking at Chucky. There's lightning and thunder. Power goes out.
I heard that.
We're in a basement full of dolls.
Oh my... What?
There's dolls in there. All over there. There's dolls.
Oh, it's the girl. Yeah, it's the girl's doll.
No, it's the doll. It's Sunny puppet doll.
I've grown accustomed to that one.
So that's why he's got all kinds of scars on his face.
We just
he was dismembered. Well, I'll tell you what. Chucky is scary looking in the sense that if I met a person that looked like this, I'd be frightened. I mean, just those like freakily blue eyes and the red hair, and
yeah,
it's like I don't like that. That's not my jam. It's not my look. I don't want to be with someone who looks like that.
It's just scary. It's just scary because it's equally the same as with zombies, where it just doesn't stop. Well, like the zombies don't stop. He doesn't stop either. He keeps coming.
Right. It's the imagery. I'm gonna give myself a freaking nightmare tonight and be pissed off.
That's your own fault.
I like Freddy Krueger. I mean, I don't like Freddy Krueger, but I watched those when I was younger.
I've never seen one.
And, we should watch at least the first one.
I don't know that I can.
They're not scary.
I don't know that I can handle things.
I remember the little... Again, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here, but I'm going to do it anyways. Cut it out. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, he's knocking at your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Did you see Ben and Jerry's put out the Halloween ice cream? This is kind of segueing into what I wanted to talk next week. But
it was like never sleep because they put caffeine in ice cream.
Yeah, no, it isn't just that one. Here, I'll pull it up. Next week in the junk drawer, or next time we come back in our junk drawer, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna find maybe an old pumpkin carver or a ghost.
Damn it. Have you seen the ghost anywhere? Did you check the junk drawer? Oh. Who put the ghost in the junk drawer?
You know what I mean? Like a little toy ghost or something. What am I looking up?
You're a goof.
What am I looking up? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You're getting disengaged from the conversation.
Ice cream. And then a friend on Facebook posted the old McDonald's Halloween like buckets and stuff. I miss the old McDonald's. I remember those toys with the chicken nuggets and the Hamburglar. And do you remember those? They were like toys you played with. And then the Halloween buckets. I'll show you. You remember the Halloween buckets.
I think I remember the Halloween buckets. The thing I remember most about the old days about McDonald's was they had a video game.
Oh, no, I don't
McDonald's had a video game, and oh, geez, I'm trying to remember.
I definitely don't remember a video game.
There was one level that we couldn't get past. This was at my babysitter's.
Jeez.
Her son was my age. Yeah, so this is the video. So, yeah, right. Yeah,
but the buckets, do you remember the buckets? They'll show the buckets at the end.
You got rid of it.
Damn it.
So, the thing that I remember most was there was a level where you were up in the clouds, and we never beat it. And I don't remember if we just quit playing it or I quit going to the babysitters. And then I never played it again.
I can't play that, probably, right?
No, I mean, fair use covers commentary, so I mean,
Wait.
I just don't know if the microphone's going to pick it up very well.
It was late one night in the castle of the Chicken McNuggets. What are you making?
I like remember this
We're
part.
using my mummy's recipe. Mummy? This better be good. It'll be great.
Does your daddy have a recipe?
Now you can get McDonald's Happy Meal pails for.
Yeah, I remember those.
There's a pumpkin pail.
So it's the orange pumpkin, the green witch, and the white
that
ghost.
glows in the
And
dark.
the witch or
You
the
can get
ghost
a
goes in the
different
dark.
one each
Yeah.
week until
Halloween.
So, you get rid of it. So, I'm pretty sure.
it was late one night
Shh, be quiet. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna probably find an old McDonald's like Halloween toy in there or something. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, we'll see.
But let me pull up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why
Here it is.
things need to get so crazy.
So there's Never Sleep Again, coffee flavored caffeinated ice cream, and that's the Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street one. Then there is Camp Crystal Cake, like Camp Crystal Lake, and that is the Friday the 13th one. No, I'm sorry, Jason. What? Wait a minute. Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. Yes, Jason, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And then Halloween with Mike Myers is the pumpkin slice.
Michael Myers.
Michael
not
Myers.
Mike Myers is
I said Michael, didn't I?
Oh, I thought you said.
I don't know what I said. And then there's All the Best Parts, which is the red velvet ice cream with chocolate body parts. I'm not sure what horror movie this is. All the Best Parts. I don't know what that is.
Is it House of a Thousand Corpses or something?
No, I don't know what it is. It's got a chick with missing eyeball.
Let me see it.
Honestly, I'm not a giant horror movie buff. Like, I've seen I've seen the first Halloween. I don't think I've seen all of Friday the 13th ever. I do like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. What else is there? I don't know. I mean, we did see House of a Thousand Corpses when we were hanging out with some people back in the day. I watched that quite a few times, but
There's more.
I know there's more. I know I like that one. Read the Shining one.
It's Here's Brownie.
I like it.
Chocolate brown ice cream with walnuts. Chocolate brownie ice cream with walnut sprinkles.
Sounds good.
No, you don't need to put garbage in the ice cream. Why can't we just have ice cream?
Jeff's a purist.
Why does it need to be ice cream with chunks of garbage in it?
He doesn't like chunks of things in his creamy things. I like a good chunky creamy things.
No.
I like flavor. You don't like texture. That's your problem.
Yeah, no. My mom bought an ice cream maker years and years and years ago.
That'd be a pain in the ass.
And do you know what goes into making ice cream?
Elbow grease.
Eggs.
Oh yeah, I think I knew that.
So the problem is that you have to heat it up without making scrambled eggs, because then you'll wind up having scrambled eggs in your ice cream.
It's like it's like making meringue. Meringue is from egg whites.
Well, that's a little bit different because
it's a whip, but if you do it too fast,
this has the yolks in it.
Yeah, but this is if you do it too fast, you'll still get the scrambly eggies thing.
Yeah, so there were a couple of batches there that were not so good because there were chunks of egg in the chocolate ice cream.
Right. So yeah, we're like way off topic. We're talking about eggs and ice cream now, but
yeah, it's all coming out of
the junk drawer.
The junk drawer.
Where did we start off with?
We were talking about superstitions. It's Friday.
Oh, right. We pulled out the calendar.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, superstitious, nasty ice cream. But I mean, I've had my fair share of black cats cross my path and stuff like that, but I haven't noticed anything unusually worse than they usually are.
I mean, I try to avoid walking underneath of ladders and stuff.
Well, I don't like to walk underneath of things in general. Like bridges, I don't like to be under bridges. I'd rather be on top of a bridge than under a bridge. And I'd rather be over a bridge than like in a tunnel. I don't like that. So I'm going to avoid that in general.
I don't know.
It's claustrophobic.
I don't find that I have a preference here or there.
Unless it's the 480 bridge. That bridge is really freaking high. I like to get over that one quickly. I don't ever want to be stalled out on the 480 bridge.
It's not going anywhere.
They're doing construction on it. You don't know that?
They're not doing construction on the main bridge. They're building a new section of bridge.
I don't know. It makes me nervous.
It's unconnected.
People jump off that bridge.
They do.
Talk about a bad day.
Yeah.
These are hurting my ears.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to listen to yourself?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I knew someone who owned I'm trying to be real vague, who owned a facility that is underneath the bridge. And they used to have people jump off the bridge and they'd end up in their lot.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So, yeah, avoid 480. Avoid 271. Avoid the freeway.
Did I hear that somebody was going to put nets up underneath of one of the bridges?
I don't know. To catch the people who try and jump?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I didn't.
It might be the Golden Gate Bridge in San Fran.
Oh, maybe. Because I know a lot of people do try and jump off that.
Because it's something where it's like, the people that have survived the jump, like 100% of them say, I regretted it the second that I jumped off the bridge.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we'll put this net up, we'll catch them, and then...
Release them.
Yeah, catch
and release.
And then apparently, I guess if you're one of the random few that did not immediately regret the jump, I guess you could just climb to the end of that.
Oh god, that's terrible though. Even I mean, it's terrible in general, but I don't know. I would hope that they wouldn't continue. I would hope that would be enough to not want them.
But
to
then do you have
that.
to employ someone to go around every couple of hours to see if anyone's caught in the net?
I don't know. It's terrible. That's rough. That's just rough. So yeah.
Like somebody's hanging out in the net, and then the next person jumps, and then they wind up rolling down into them, and then they get married because they met each other in the net after trying to jump off a bridge.
That's a super weird story, and you should make
What a romantic comedy that would be.
The Net, but not that net. Isn't there the internet movie called The Net? Yeah. With Sandra Bullock?
With Sandra Bullock, yeah. I saw that in the movie theater, and I could not have been more bored.
Oh, I like that movie.
When did that come out? 90?
I don't know, but I remember liking it. I remember thinking, like, oh my god, this could happen.
I was little.
And what's his name was in it? Her friend, it was like her only friend, was...
I don't know.
He was like a talk show guy.
She was a talk show guy?
No, she wasn't. Her friend was... or he had an HBO special or so, but I really liked him. Even though I was really young, I think I thought he was cute. Oh God, what is his name? Dennis? No, Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller?
I don't know. I might be totally
from Weekend Update.
Maybe. Maybe.
Was Dennis Miller in the net?
I'm telling you, 1995 was the net with Sandra Bullock. And Dennis Miller.
Oh, boy.
That was her only friend, and he ended up in the hospital dead or almost dead or something. And
spoiler alert.
Oh, if you haven't seen the net. I thought he was kind of cute. He does not, a bad memory, he does not look cute to me now.
Well, it's been 24 years, probably 25 years since they filmed it.
Yeah, but in 1995?
Yeah. Like, he was fresh off of... When did Nealon pick up?
I was like 13. Why did I have a crush on Dennis Miller?
I don't know. Hey, Dennis, if you're listening.
Oh, my God. Who else was in this movie?
Mary's got a hall pass for you.
No. And the other guy who was in it is Jeremy Northam, and he was Mr. Knightley in Emma. And I did not know he was in this movie.
I don't care.
His guy. That guy?
That doesn't help me.
I had a crush on him, too, and he was Mr. Knightley.
Okay.
But not Emma Stone. The movie's called Emma. Gwyneth Paltrow is the lead in that movie. And
how did we get here? Oh, the romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's a terrible romantic comedy. It'd be a dark comedy. But you could write it.
What do you mean it's a terrible romantic comedy?
I don't know. Maybe it's not.
It's like the first third of the movie first act is you're following these two people on their separate paths and finding out how their lives are garbage and everything else, or how they believe their lives are garbage. And then it culminates at the end of the first act with the two of them jumping off the bridge. One's jumping off the
Not simultaneously.
westbound, and the other one's jumping off the eastbound, and they wind up rolling and meeting in the middle. Neither one knew that the other was jumping. And then they as they're waiting to be rescued out of the net, they're sitting there and they're talking and
That's
everything
not
else.
a bad idea. I mean, you should write
The second
it.
act is
It's not
them
bad.
like getting together and like finding that the stupid things that they hated about their lives, the whole first act, were things that were actually awesome things, and they just needed to experience them together in order to really get like the guy like really hates the dogs and everything else. Well, it turns out this woman has a dog, and he finds that, oh, all the things that I hated about dogs I kind of love because this dog does it and it's cool. And
I get where you're going with it. I think it's not a bad idea. I think that if you followed through and wrote it or something, it could be good. I was thinking about 9/11, actually, thinking about movie ideas. No, I'm not trying to take
Jeez.
it to it. You're talking about suicide romantic
Buzzkill.
comedy.
yeah, it doesn't actually happen.
I know. I was just thinking, my God, 9/11, the anniversary was just 2 days ago.
I know.
But I'm just saying, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about, they were talking about, the people, and they kept having all these posts on Facebook about, on September 10th, like, this was the last day people had with their families, and they didn't know it before the morning of 9/11 and everything. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, like, you could write, I mean, I'm not going to do it, because I feel weird doing it, writing it, because it's actual people. It's not, I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I feel like maybe somebody who is more in that scenario should be the one to take on the responsibility to write it. But I was thinking you could write a piece or make a short film or a play about like 4 people. We all know how it ended. We all know that maybe these people, maybe one person was getting on a plane, one person was going to work in the building, one person was going to the Pentagon, whatever. And it's just their day. They're 24 hours before it happened. And you see what's going on in their day. And it's normal stuff, not normal stuff, whatever. There's some drama, comedy, love, whatever. You know how it ends. But I think at the end of it, the point of the play or the movie or the script or whatever it would be you obviously appreciate what you have. You don't, life is short. You don't know when it's gonna stop. But I thought it could be a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not focused on 9/11. It's focused on these 3 or 4 people who it's the Titanic. You know how it ends. But it's the Jack and Rose's story. You know that the Titanic sinks.
Right.
You have the firefighter, you have the person who's going to work in the building, you have the Pentagon employee, you have the person who's getting on a plane to go wherever they're going. Because, oh my God, this guy was my age, who I think I went to high school with, posted this YouTube video or audio of some of the last recordings of like the phone calls and everything. And I mean, I was just in tears. It was really, really, really sad, obviously, listening to it. But I think you need to listen to that kind of stuff. I know a lot of times people shy away, like, oh, it's so terrible, I don't want to talk about it. But we have all these Facebook profiles and memes and things that say, never forget, remember. And I think part of never forgetting is going, all right, today I'm going to reopen that wound and listen to how terrible this was and watch the buildings fall again and see those poor people jumping from the buildings and hear the sad phone calls, because it did happen. Those people did die. People did sacrifice their lives to go rescue other people. And I think you should cry once a year because it was horrible. And I think you should feel crappy once a year that happened and feel sad. And otherwise you do get numb and you forget. Like with all these school shootings, you get numb and you forget. I don't think we should forget that. So I think you have to make yourself listen to those terrible videos once a year.
I don't know. I get what you're saying, but at some point, when does it turn into? Like, I try and equate it with see, I don't even know what day it was. The attacks on Pearl Harbor. Like that was
December 7th.
Okay, so that was a thing that happened.
Well, we weren't alive.
I get that we weren't alive, but it's like if that was something where it's because we were talking with Lydia about it, because she wasn't alive, so we were. I get it that the time frame is a little bit closer, but
We should probably know more about it and feel. I feel more remorse for it.
But with distance comes
Healing. Is that what you're saying? Like,
yeah.
Well, but I don't
So
think.
it's like
But there are certain things. Like, honestly, I don't know a ton about Pearl Harbor. I should know more, right? And the only reason, honestly, that I know the date is because it's our friend's birthday.
oh,
But some things, like the Holocaust, like, I mean, and I'm not trying to say like, whoa, well, Pearl Harbor was nothing, but I'm just saying like the Holocaust is something that is horrible to hear about and listen about and read about and watch movies about. But because it was so horrible, I think you have to, I'm not saying every day go watch something about the Holocaust, but I'm saying I think it's important to teach the children about it. It's important to watch Schindler's List, even though it's hard to watch. So that you can.
Never seen it.
Well, you should watch it.
I don't know that I'm going to.
You don't want to because nobody wants to sit down and be sad and be uncomfortable and feel terrible. But I think it's important so you can go like, holy shit, that was bad. That was really, really. Oh my God, there's no words,
I don't need to watch a movie to know that it was bad.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes, I'm not saying you have to watch a movie. I'm just saying, for me, to emotionally connect to some things, I'm a visual person. I need to visually see it or hear it or listen to it through music or videos or audio. And it's one thing to just say, it's what we told her, the bad things happened. There were some bad people and they did this terrible thing and they crashed the planes into this building and all these people died. And, these really amazing heroes came and tried to rescue these people, but they died. Some of them died too. And, it's one thing for us to tell her that. And I think she's similar to me, I'm not about to show our 8-year-old a bunch of horrific videos, but at some point, I think it's important for her to see what happened. Now, maybe that's another point is like, I haven't really seen, I'm very visual. I've seen images of the Holocaust and of, bodies and horrible things and not everything, obviously, but you've seen it. I don't have a lot of visuals of Pearl Harbor other than like planes flying.
Right.
Like I don't really have a good emotional grasp on Pearl Harbor. I don't know. Yeah. And honestly, I think I have more like an emotional grasp to the Titanic because of movies like Titanic and because of that traveling show that came through, like through COSI, where we saw the artifacts and you got to find out if you were a passenger on the ship, if you lived or you died. It's like if you get that emotional connection versus just like, here's an event that happened and it was a bummer.
Did you live?
I did live.
You were second class.
I was a second class woman, so I lived. And you lived. We all lived.
No, I died.
Oh, you died, but Dave lived because he was a stowaway.
Yeah, he dressed as a woman. To
get on the boat. That's sneaky Pete. Anyway, see, we went. This is how we go. This is how we roll. We just go start off with Friday the 13th, end with the Holocaust. Like what the fuck?
End on a high note.
Oh my God! Oh, it's terrible.
I mean, do we bring it back?
It's not always going to end like that. We're going to always have to be so. But I'm just saying, it's a natural flow.
Yeah, conversation progression.
So it'll be even more snazzy when we have more people chatting it up.
Yeah, themed episodes.
So, like I said, look for our next one, which is going to be, I'm thinking, spooky. We might have some spooky people visiting.
Unless we,
God knows, it'll probably go off on a tangent. Well, whoever sticks their hand in that junk drawer.
I mean, we never know what we're going to pull out and when.
It's a mystery.
I mean, if you can't see through the thick mystery that Mary's putting on this, we're going to have a Halloween episode.
I just want people to know what they're in for. Yeah. Halloween's coming.
Yeah.
It's a coming.
Indeedy-do. I don't know, last week and the week before was real nice and autumny weather outside in the evenings, and this past week it's been so stinking hot. It kind of put a damper on my mood.
I know, it does not make me want to, have a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
It's been like 90 and humid.
Yeah,
But
walking at lunch today. Came back in the building,
it was really
and
bad.
my neck was real wet.
It was gross out. It was really gross today. I mean, I like summer. See, I have very strict feelings and rules about holidays and about seasons, as you know.
I know.
But let me just tell the rest of the world. I like summer. I'm a summer person. I like spring. Actually, my favorite seasons are spring and fall because of the in-between. I'm a tweenie. I like early morning. I like evening. I don't like the heat of the day. I'm not like a noon person, and I'm not a midnight person. I like 6, 7, 8 in the morning when it's nice and quiet, although it's hard to get out of bed if I get up that early. So I'm taking that quiet walk around the neighborhood. That's a really nice time because it's generally kind of quiet and it's peaceful and it's got that morning dew, and I like that. And I like the evening when the sun is setting and it's getting cooler. And again, it's peaceful. People are like settling into their houses, so it's quiet outside. I like the in-between times. And I like the in-between seasons. So fall and spring are my favorite. Unfortunately, those are the shortest and sometimes completely absent seasons.
Correct. Like last year.
Especially spring. I think spring's worse than fall. Sometimes we don't get any spring. I mean, it's like winter and then summer, I think.
I don't know. I think you still get
we live in Cleveland, Ohio. And people are wondering where we're from.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Cleveland weather.
I don't know. My issue is that sometimes the thing that I love the most about autumn is the fall colors, and it is possible that it will go from green to brown.
I know, that's
and you won't get any of the fall colors.
I love the fall colors. They're the best. And
But you can't go through a spring without getting blooms. You'll get blooms in the spring.
That's true. You're right. You're right. Sometimes the leaves just completely fall off, which stinks. I mean, the colors of the leaves are
like they're already starting to come down now.
I know. The leaves are changing and it's 90 degrees. But with that being said, I like summer and I like going to the pool and I like it being hot. And when it's hot days like this, 90 and humid, I want to be at the pool and I want it to be summertime. I don't want to be I have fall decorations up. We're supposed to be doing Friday night footballs and crisp weather and hoodies. It's like, I don't want 90-degree days then.
Right.
So I'm definitely ready. I don't want it to be 40 or 50 degrees. I want it to be like low 70s, high 60s. Nice, pleasant.
And it could be high 50s in the evening, at night.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And then eventually, no more 70s, goes into the 60s and 50s. And then, like November, Christmas. But it never snows in December around here. Like, I like snow for Christmas. I want that warm, Christmassy, Bing Crosby-y, white Christmas feel. But we don't usually get that. It doesn't really hit until January. And then January, February, March, sometimes April, sometimes May suck. So I like my seasons. I just wish they were more the way they should be in a storybook.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm definitely ready. And later I will have another episode where I talk about my strict holiday decorating rules. Jeff's yawning. I think we should wrap it up.
And it's a little late. I just got everything set up and everything. It's a little late tonight, and I'll have to listen to this, and who knows, maybe this will see the light of day, and maybe it won't. Maybe I'll scrap it, or maybe it's good enough to throw up someplace. We'll have to figure out where to put it.
I thought you said YouTube.
Yeah, we could put it on YouTube, but I think you can also, I think you could publish other places. But
We need like a jingle or a...
I know, we'll have to come up with some sort of theme music. Maybe we could Sarah write something.
Oh, yeah, we should.
And then I'll have to come up with like cover art or something.
I could maybe put that. I could take a picture of the junk drawer.
Oh, yeah, we could take a picture of the junk drawer.
We should come up with like a slogan or something like, I'm Jeff, and I'm Mary, and we're blah, blah, blah. I'm so clever.
Yeah.
And we're bored. So we decided to come up with a podcast.
Do you wanna try and make it rhyme with something?
No.
This is the best.
Stop.
Come on.
Well, okay, you do the I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mary. And we're here to tell you some tales. What am I supposed to rhyme with? There's rhyme with. I need a theme song. We're going to have Sarah write it.
Yeah.
Jeff and Mary. Oh, no, that's stealing the theme.
Yes.
Jeff
Let's not get
and
sued.
Mary. Jeff and Mary. We're the
We're
podcast heroes of the century.
It's probably supposed to have something to do with the name of the show.
Oh, right. Junk in the drawer. Junk in the drawer. We got all the junk in the drawer. We can sing Turkey Time on here. Oh yeah.
Good gravy.
We gotta teach it to Sarah.
Well, fortunately, we have 2 months left before we have to get into
We need
that.
a Halloween song.
What?
Halloween, Halloween, Halla, ha, Halla, Halloween. Trick or treating, smell my feet and candy corns. Ice cream.
And that, my friends, is a taste of Mary's songwriting abilities. Her
Trick
improv
or treat,
skills.
Trick or treat. Ding dong, ding, ding, ding.
Thanks for cutting me off for nothing.
Sorry. I thought I had inspiration hit me. Like a Mack truck.
She is a rhyming expert.
You rhyme a song. Make a
No,
song.
I know my skills, and I know that they don't exist.
Sometimes you just gotta play it out. Like I'm rapping. What do you say? I'm
What is this, slam poetry?
digesting my thoughts.
Go to a coffee house for that kind of garbage.
They don't do that anymore at coffee houses. I mean, have coffee. It's just Starbucks. Trick or treat, happy Halloween.
Why does it always have to be to Jingle Bells?
Because that's how all my songs are. Well, give me another tune.
Miss, I hate Christmas. The second after it's Christmas, all you want to do is write songs before Christmas time with a Christmas tune.
Give me another tune.
I don't know. I'm not the music guy.
Give me a simple tune.
A simple Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh, that's a good one. Twinkle, twinkle, trick or treat. Happy Halloween, my friends. We are here to get the treats. Come on over and smell my feet. Trick or treat. Come on.
I can't look
over
at you.
and smell my feet.
I can't look at you.
Where's my Grammy? Okay. Well.
Yeah, we'll need some outro music too. We'll need an intro music, and we'll need something for the outro.
I keep having the Genie's theme in my head. The do 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 do. I don't know why that keeps coming back into my head.
Yeah, has nothing to do with us.
I know. Sarah! Oh, book!
Oh, boo!
So let me see here.
Come home, oh, make thyself known.
It's for next time. It's a glorious morning. Makes me sick! We'll talk about why that's everybody's favorite movie for Halloween.
All right. Well, maybe
We need a sign off. What's our sign off? Oh, excuse me.
Well, put it back in the drawer.
All
Until
right.
next time.
Put Nixon. All right, the drawer's shut.
I guarantee you, we're not gonna be able to hear what you just said over all that noise.
The drawer's shut. The drawer has been slammed shut. I put the calendar away. We're done talking about Friday the 13th and all that it encompasses.
Have to get like a sound drop of just the drawer like closing. That was your hands clapping, and that's not
Right
at all
here.
what it sounds like when you close a drawer.
Spank the drawer.
Who's been a naughty drawer?
That's a little better.
When have you closed your drawer and heard that sound?
I don't know.
It's never been metal on the wood. I'll record it. It'll be fine. I'll be not the gaffer. What's
The sound maker?
They have a name. I don't remember what the name is.
Sound effects.
Sound effects? I feel like they have a different name.
Sound effects team.
Like a name.
No. When we were making those movies, when I lived in Cleveland Heights with Dave and Julie and everything, we were supposed to be like, I don't know, drug dealers? I don't know what we were supposed to be. At one point, there was a gunshot and fake blood and like it was a chocolate syrup in a capsule and we had a suitcase full of what was supposed to be cocaine, but it was like flour and everything. We were bored. And I remember to make the gunshot noises, I think it was Sarah made the gunshot noises, and me and Julie were supposed to leave. We were like leaving the apartment, and there was supposed to be somebody shooting at us, and she would just Dave had her slam these books down on the counter, and it made a pretty good sound, like a gunshot. But it was just books.
Slam!
So how do you know my spoon didn't sound like a drawer shutting?
Well, I don't know. It was also kind of far away from the microphone. I mean, I guess we'll see what we see.
See what we see.
Maybe nothing happens with this episode, and the next episode will actually have like some production. Who knows?
Who knows? Only time will tell.
I listen to enough of these things. I should be able to.
This is Mary and Jeff. Or Jeff and Mary. Signing off.
Well, I mean, if we're going to put it in an order, we got to. I mean, it's both alphabetical and syllabically accurate to put it as Jeff and Mary, but I know it's probably more polite to say Mary and Jeff.
Whatever. Go first, Jeff.
Wrong. Yeah. All right. So this is the head.
Where am I?
The heart.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I think one of the springs on your microphone stand kind of freaked out a second.
Well, when you said this is the head, I was going to say, and this is the hoof. Like,
oh, boy.
I don't think it's too cheesy to say this is the head and this is the heart, even though it is accurate.
Well, I mean, it's not the way we have to sign off every single time.
All right.
All right, I'm Jeff.
No, you're the head.
I already did it.
Okay, and I'm the heart.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Signing off.